It's another Ask Raychul video. I've got so many more questions that you guys have been sending in. If you want to send in a question, just email me at raychulmoore@gmail.com and put Ask Raychul in the subject line. Starting today off is Benjamin B, who says, did you play LA Noire and what did you think? I did play it and I didn't like it. I didn't think it was marketed correctly. It was marketed as a completely different game. And yeah, the characters' faces were all crazy and stuff, but that was like that's where the coolness ended for me. I thought it was boring. I didn't like having to sit there and read people's faces and try to decide what I should respond to. And I just wanted to play the game. I just wanted to solve crimes and shoot things. And it was more of just a game of guessing than really anything else. So I didn't like it. Anonymous says, you mentioned you like horror movies. I do. Do you like all horror movies, or are there certain ones that you hate? I don't love all horror movies, and I do not like Freddy movies. Those are probably the ones I dislike the most. Just because I can't be scared of a killer who makes stupid one-liners. It's not very scary. The idea of him is scary, that he comes through your dreams, because then you have no control over that, because we all have to sleep. But the fact that he's so cheesy is a huge turnoff for me. The first one's really good, though. First Nightmare on Elm Street is excellent. I even like the campy teenager horror films, even though they're terrible. Sometimes that's just what you're in the mood for. He follows it up with, what's your favorite horror movie? I have tons of different favorites because they're my favorites for all different reasons. I love the Saw series. I actually like the Hostel series. I love the Halloween series, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th. There's so many really good horror films out there. Have you seen Freddy vs. Jason? Yes, I did, and Jason kicked Freddy's ass. Me and my friend Tedekin will go back and forth about this because at the end, spoiler, but it's been out forever, so if you haven't seen it yet. But Freddy and Jason have an epic fight at the end, and then Jason actually beheads Freddy. Okay, Jason didn't do it himself, but who cares? Minor details. And as Jason's walking away with Freddy's head in his freaking hand, Freddy, like, winks. That doesn't mean Freddy won. Freddy is walking away. Freddy's not even walking away. Freddy is a decapitated head whose head Jason has in his hand. Jason won. Even though Jason got his ass kicked and he actually didn't behead Freddy, that doesn't matter. Jason won. So next is Razor Claw. He has two questions. He says, in one of your Ask Raychul episodes, I noticed you had a pendant on your neck that looked like the Triforce from Legend of Zelda series. Is that what the pendant was? Yes, it was. I'm wearing my controller necklace now. But yes, in most of my videos, you'll see me wearing the Triforce necklace. Because I'm a huge Zelda fan, of course. Number 2, he asks, would you ever think of coming to Canada for any major gaming and comic cons in the future? If so, which ones? Yes, I've always wanted to go, but the only way I could actually travel and go to a lot of these cons is if I get asked to guest at a convention, because I sure as hell couldn't afford it on my own, and I'd love to guest at one, because of course then I could go, but most of all so I can meet all of you guys. There are so many of you guys that I really want to meet all over the place. Canada, Australia, especially England. I think most of my fan base is in England, and I want to go and meet you guys so bad. Next up is Anthony V, who asks some rather personal questions, but they're questions that all of you have been asking me, whether just in your head or through email or in my live chats. So I'm going to freaking answer them. First up, are you a natural blonde? No, I am not. I've answered that on live chats before. I am not a natural blonde by hair color, but I am by personality. Second question is the question that everybody wants to know. Is, what is my boob size? I won't actually answer that one, but I will say they are real. My boobs are real. I've never had a boob job before. So, yeah. Number 3, how tall are you? I am 5'1". What did you go to college for? I went to college for forensics and psychology. I wanted to be a profiler. That was my goal. But then I started getting work in the video game industry, and that was like my #1 goal. So I was like, forget you, college, I'm going to go work in the game industry. Best decision I've ever done in my whole life. And lastly, do you want kids? If so, how many? And do you want boys or girls? I do not want kids. I've made that very clear. I do not like kids. They freak me out. They're weird. They're like little drunken people, and they're only cute when they're somebody else's. But if I had to have kids, I would only want one. And I would want it to be a girl, because, I don't know, I'm a girl, so I think it'd be better to be a girl. Hold on. I don't want girls because I think girls are just easier to deal with. But anyways, that's it for this episode of Ask Rachel. If you want to send in your questions, just email me, rachelmoore@gmail.com. Make sure you put Ask Rachel in the subject line. And as always, I totally love you guys.